Now, during his day, Will Rogers was quite the celebrity. In fact, when it comes to movie box office receipts, he was the most popular actor in the nation, only trailing an actress in popularity by the name of Shirley Temple.
Will object to this digression. Now, Senator, you know, now the point is that the major...
At the time of his death, August the 15th, 1935, he ranked as the #1 male motion picture box office star in the country. An entertainer. He entertained with his rope, for example. He was the world's greatest roper at that time, and still is one that ropers today use to learn tricks and skills. And that those roping skills that he had entertain people today as they did then. He was the most widely syndicated newspaper columnist in the country. He produced 2 newspaper columns, one a daily, one a weekly. He was reaching 40 million readers a week with his newspaper columns. And at a time when the population of the country was only 120 million, 1 out of 3 people had access to his writings. And at the time of his death, he had the most highly rated Sunday evening radio program. It was both music, but most particularly the commentary of Will Rogers. And so on a Sunday evening, he was reaching a wide audience with his voice, a voice that even people like President Roosevelt, 1930s, make it certain that he tuned to his Will's broadcast just to find out what Will was having to say before he even made his own Sunday evening broadcast.
We'll hold the distinction of being the only nation in the history of the world that ever went to the poorhouse in an automobile. The potter's field are lined with greenery.
And also, Will was the most widely sought after public speaker at the time. So his popularity, his renown, his reach was extraordinary at the time, and it remains so today.
Now, if you'd like to learn more about Will Rogers, I have my full interview with Steve Graggart on our website. Just go to okhorizon.com.